G'day, Brendan here from On Point. Now here at On Point we're not new to giving things out of the realm a try. So as soon as I saw online everyone hyping up these Adventure Ridge freezers from Aldi, I had to have a look. Now it was a product I was exceptionally skeptical about. I mean, sure, they run the Seacop motors, which are, anyone who knows fridges knows how fantastic they are, but we do know that a fridge doesn't just start and stop at the motor. Now today we're at the beautiful Moore River. We're underneath a bridge. We've got cars going overhead, so it may get noisy from time to time, but you know what a backdrop with some I guess less than fascinating art. You'd think they'd be a bit more skilled. But look, let's get into the fridge, and I'm going to show you what I like and what I dislike about this fridge. So let's pop the back of this car, and let's have a look. And there she is. I'll get cameraman Scott to bring you a bit closer to the fridge, and we'll start showing you a bit about it. So probably one of the things that I like about this fridge, let's turn the old mobile phone on, is the Adventure Ridge app that they give you. Okay, now this is as simple as it gets. Let's turn the fridge on. Bang, she pops into life. Now this particular app here is exceptionally handy and very easy to use. Battery protection there, cooling speed can be adjusted with the touch of a fingertip, and there we go. We're now playing with the temperature that we want it to be set at. Okay, now if we watch this little panel here, which I hope you can see, as I hit it, it's fluctuating. Okay, now after a fair bit of trial with this fridge, one thing we've learned is that battery protection is perfect. As soon as any of the car batteries have got down a little bit, she lets you know. And that's so valuable when you're out in the bush, because you don't want to be left, you know, wondering. Now look, the finish on this fridge, to be honest, perfect. Look, it hasn't scratched, it hasn't dented, and this fridge here is now some seasons old. You've got the Adventure Ridge logo on the top, not important, doesn't make it work, but the 65 litre capacity sure is pretty handy. I mean, I'm used to going out with 40 litre fridges, but the 65 does great. Probably what I don't like about the fridge, look, it does have a bit of a cheap and nasty feel to it when you're picking it up and playing with it. The latches, to me, you know, a bit old school, but you know, we won't go too far in it. The panel's fairly prehistoric, but what you're probably picking up from what I'm saying is the things that I dislike about this fridge are purely cosmetic, but the things I love are a lot better. So we pop the lid on this thing, all right, and I'll bring it out a bit. All right, we bring her up. I don't know whether you can see in here, but we've got some beautiful blue sort of white LED lights. There's stacks of room. We've got dual baskets. We've got the little tiny basket here for the chocolate bars, my favourite. And we've got a massive basket here for the rest of it. We don't have a divider, probably something they could think about, but the insulation on this fridge overall is huge. Now keep in mind, for me, this fridge here is only maybe 2 trips old. 3 trips old, so it's done collectively maybe 30 hours of runtime. Hasn't faltered in 30 hours, but keep in mind these are only pretty new. They've only just come out in Aldi. $599 I think they were. They come with a transit bag. Look, I'm that excited. I've got the leg up. You know, you don't often see me with a leg up. But yeah, $599. You come and you're getting a fridge, a transit bag, 12 volt, 240 volt, Bluetooth, built-in lighting, electronic display. I mean, this has all the advantages and all the features of those high quality fridges, minus the finish. In saying that though, look, this finish here doesn't scratch, it doesn't dent, it doesn't do anything that it shouldn't. And as I said, I've run this without the transit bag. Why? Personal preference. And it hasn't even scuffed, so I'm pretty impressed. Would I buy this for $599 again? Without doubt. In fact, this fridge will be coming on a lot of trips with me. She'll sit up the front of the camper van, and I think it's going to do a fantastic job. Look, keep in mind, guys, these cheaper fridges, they're not a trade for an Engel or a Waco, and we know this, okay? We're not trying to tell you that this is better, but by all means, is it better than some of the cheaper models? XTM, probably about the same. Kings, best I don't say anything because we're not into, you know, telling terrible stories about products, but simply I would have this over a Kings any day of the week. But yeah, that's probably where I'm going to leave you with this one, guys. I reckon get out there, $5.99 if you're into a budget fridge. This is the one to go for, especially for 65 litres, because I mean, as I said, you're paying the same price for a 65 as you would usually a 40. So if you're looking for that little bit extra for the family to get out and about, this is your fridge. Now, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode, I reckon. See you then.